Good morning, precious friends. I greet you in the love of Jesus today. I think I may have mentioned to you before, I am terrible with gardening. Nothing I plant seems to grow. At least it doesn't grow for very long. I start out so well, and then maybe I'm sometimes a little bit too enthusiastic and I overwater, maybe drown the plants, or I swing to the extreme opposite and I forget all about them and I don't water them at all. Sadly, plants don't do very well in either of those scenarios. I wish it was different. I really do, because I love the thought of growing my own bright orange carrots. Getting my family to eat them, that's a whole different story though. But I love the thought of growing them, and sweet, juicy strawberries and shiny tomatoes or glowing red, yellow and green peppers. I love the thought and I want to do this. I really do. I've even tried more than once. But somewhere between the planting and the thriving, something goes horribly wrong. So you'll understand just how excited I got when I read Galatians chapter 6, verse 7 to 10. It says, "Do not be deceived. God cannot be mocked. A man reaps what he sows. The one who sows to please his sinful nature, from that sinful nature will reap destruction. The one who sows to please the Spirit, from the Spirit will reap eternal life. Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers." Wonderful news! At last, something I can grow that does not require green fingers. And while this kind of growing and sowing doesn't require soil or water or greenery, it does require intentionality. It does require you and I being selective. You see, I can't plant chili seeds and expect to reap strawberries, because what I sow establishes what I harvest. I can't sow things that appeal to the sinful nature and expect to bring forth godly fruit. I can't sow a critical spirit and expect to gather a positive attitude. I can't sow unforgiveness and expect to glean peace. I can't sow gossip and expect to harvest love. I can't sow grumpiness and expect to pick up joy, because what I sow establishes what I harvest. I guess the question you and I need to ask ourselves is, what are we going to sow today in our speaking, in our attitude, in our thinking, in our actions? What we sow will establish what we reap. So today, let's make the choice. Let's be selective. Let's be intentional. Let us choose to sow in such a way that pleases the Spirit. Let us sow love and kindness and grace. Let's scatter seeds of forgiveness, generosity, and mercy. Let's plant righteousness and understanding and selflessness. As we think, before we speak, before we act, let's take a moment and ask ourselves, what will be established if I say this? What will be reaped if I think this? What will be harvested if I act in this way? Today, let's think of our words and our actions and our thoughts as seed. And let's remember that we will harvest what we sow. And so before we think, before we act, before we speak, let's take a moment and consider the harvest. Let's be mindful of what will come forth. Let's think about what will be established in our lives. And let's be sure that we sow that which will bring about, that which will establish beautiful, beautiful God-glorifying harvest. And let's keep on sowing and sowing and sowing. Let's not get tired or weary or want to give up when we don't see much happening. Because the promise is there. The harvest will come just at the right time. So today, what seeds will you sow? God bless you.